This is Natred coming back at you with another beer review. Well, I got a real fucking treat for you today. At least you better fucking appreciate it for how much I spent on it. That would be Scaphism by Nightmare Brewing Company. Now, I say Nightmare Brewing Company even though on the can it says brewed and canned for Nightmare Brewing by Great South Bay Brewery. They're in Bayshore, New York, and distributed by our good friends over there at 12%. So there's a lot of shenanigans going on there in the world of craft brewery, I gotta say. Now this Scaphism claims to be an imperial stout brewed with honey and lactose, cold aged on Tahitian vanilla and Peruvian cacao. Now I gotta say, as far as presentation goes, 10 out of 10. I gotta say I'm really digging the art on this can. It's very metal, as they say. Now I gotta say the artwork itself was not the biggest draw for me. The biggest draw for me was in fact the alcohol content of this beer. The stout. This one clocks in at a whopping 17%. Which, as far as Natred beer reviews go, this is a new personal best, a new world record. Re-fucking cycle, does it really say that? Yeah, it actually says that, re-fucking cycle. You know, putting it like that almost guarantees I am not going to recycle. Anyways, on to the review. Now, why did I describe this as a treat for the boys and girls there at home? Well, that was because I paid a whopping fucking $35 for a 4-pack of this beer, of this Scaphism. And what the fuck is Scaphism anyways? Well, it's this form of execution where you slather the victim up with honey and milk and leave them exposed to be eaten alive by insects and animals. Which, if the description of the beer on the label is anything to go by, then is very appropriate. Anyways, on to the review. Now to put this gorgeous can away, definitely in the recycling bin. As you can plainly see, the stout is very dark. In this light, it probably almost looks pitch black, but I guarantee you it's just a very, very dark brown. Looks almost like sewage. Hopefully it tastes better than it looks. I can definitely smell chocolate in there, but then again, most porters are somewhat redolent of chocolate. So here we go, yet again we have another milk stout, or lactose stout, if you want to be an asshole. So how does it taste? Well, let's find out. Ooh. Well, that's goddamn delicious. Not only does it smell like chocolate, it tastes very strongly like chocolate. And as was the case with the Taft's milkshake IPA, the milk sort of softens the blow of the high alcohol content and the very heavy, earthy taste, right? This was a blind taste test, by the way. This is my first time trying this beer. Perhaps my first impressions were wrong. The milk doesn't really soften the intense alcohol content. This beer actually does burn quite a bit going down. I'm surprised. I'm almost a little hesitant to continue drinking. The stout is just filling me up so fast. I swear I'm actually getting more thirsty the more I drink. This beer is a bit much to handle. I'd almost recommend pacing yourself when drinking this. It's actually somewhat exhausting to imbibe this particular stout. Some very interesting detailed artwork to match a very complex and distinct beer, I gotta say. This is like liquid death. This is like that black putrescent shit that collects at the bottom of rotting corpses, if you know what I mean. Probably tastes about the same too, honestly. This beer has officially dethroned the Three Floyds Coco Mungo stout, barrel-aged stout, in terms of highest alcohol content. So far this is the king, the potentate of potency, as far as this channel is concerned. Yeah, honestly guys, this beer is quite exhausting to drink. And honestly, for that reason, I couldn't really recommend this beer to just anyone. Unless you're like me and you just want to try the strangest and most unique beers out there. Whew. This is so exhausting, I'm actually starting to sweat. I guess that's all I got to say about this beer. Well, that about does it for this beer review. If you like what you have to see, then feel free to like this video and subscribe to the channel. If you have any recommendations for any beers you would like for me to try or review, then feel free to drop them in the comments field below. Anyways, this has been Natred, and I will see you all in the next review.